revolution will be live. The revolution will be live.
Hello there, welcome to another video. My name is DLO305 and it's been quite a while since I made a video on this channel. Well, this request was made by my homeboy's girl, Star. Me and my boys, Demonkickz, Ragv, and BC0 went to CEO 2026 in Orlando, Florida. And unfortunately Star wasn't able to join her man, Demonkickz, to the event. So she asked one of us to record some of his games. And I volunteered. Plus, it was Demonkickz's birthday during the weekend, so I had to oblige. And we also had to make a trip out of it. As regarding to CEO, we had a great time, met old friends and even new ones, played some games and had a lot of fun. Some of those games include Street Fighter 6, Capcom vs SNK 2, and the newly released Marvel Dokkan Fighting Souls. Needless to say, the birthday boy played in these games and had an outstanding showing over the weekend. Demonkickz had a lot of spectacular things happen to him as CEO. A few examples include having great matches, making it out of pools in Dokkan, and even challenging the Wazzler himself, Justin Wong, in Capcom vs SNK 2. He was so happy with his accomplishments that the only thing that would have put a bow on everything was his girl being there to support him. With that being said, I hope this video does justice for Star not being able to make it. We are planning on going next year again, but as a bigger group. Maybe I'll make another video like this one. Who knows? Anyway, I've rambled long enough. Let's get into Demon's matches, starting with
Street Fighter 6.
They were playing like cross up. They saw it was countering as well. No extended combos great either. It's just massive damage from Drips again.
Yeah, you have to be careful because the follow-up, you can cancel really too early. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to Drips again. So it didn't combo, but D4 tried to jump over and got caught by the tornado anyway.
Yeah, not the end of the world where D4 right now has the enhanced carpets and his Fire Lord stance for the rest, but just continues to get smoked in these neutral situations.
The range is really causing D4 and won some problems right here. Okay, gets a hit here. Drops the combo.
6H comes out of it, trying to connect with the pillar, and there is the low again. It just reaches so far, and even though you're not getting a full confirm off of this, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, you can see it right now that D4N1 has been running into a lot of things that just these ranges where you feel like, oh, I should be safe, jumping backwards. And Kyoshi's like, no, I'm an avatar for a reason.
I'm actually the avatar, so Strips again, they can advance it to a little bit here, just make it really hard for us to navigate him. That's why being in that Fire Lord stance immediately is really beneficial. That air movement is just so good. We didn't see the same type of movement from the Zula that we would have liked from that first set of the day. It just became very difficult to navigate against Yoshi. She also has really good tools to stop that. Her 2C is just incredible to stop her approaches. And with that good Yoshi. She's got a pretty good answer to this real autopilot, IAD-H, jump flow H. So really great there from Dripsugeki, showing just how scary Kyoshi could be, even without like a full confirm. So that's can't be that's noteworthy about how really great thing.
We definitely saw all that because a lot of times it's just running into everything.
Yeah.
And just didn't seem to. I mean, this is one of those things, right? You have to fight against another character. You got to know what their ranges are and stay. Keep yourself safe from those ranges. And you just get dashing into things. Running into a lot of air hits right there.
Yeah, the jumping air pillar to cover that angle that Azula just wants to exist at, and then every time on the ground, like the half screen glow, you can confirm it's like, where do I stand on this screen? Obviously, Azula incredibly strong as well. The thing is, once you start getting the flame wall set up, Kyoshi has some particular counterplay. You have to win neutral first. Kyoshi is so good at those neutral situations. but we are going to get to our next match. It's going to be UFO Cult versus Big Boss Brandon here. Curious who they're going to be playing. We've seen 3 characters so far: Kiyoshi, Azula, and the likes of Toph.
Even with the Azula, we've definitely seen 2 different supports. That's going to be an interesting thing because the supports really do change the character a lot. There's a lot of little subtle things that want to change things. So even if we see 2 people as the same character, they've got 2 different supports. You know, we can see very, very different kind of play styles and stuff. So one of the things that I'm excited about is just to see how all of this plays out.
Yeah, how to engage with her. This time it's going to be Toph versus Guitar. Just doing a little bit of a button check here. It's like they're all on this side of Toph. And for Guitar, we actually have a better flow movement here, so it's going to be a lot of Guitar's movement is insane.
Guitar is definitely, I've been hearing at least
Oh yeah.
top here. It's going to be going with the Master Paku. Obviously going to be able to have a little bit faster speed with your flow. It's a try to keep locked down.
Don't give up. Challenge again.
Which is actually the prize you're going to be able to win here.
Insane. Insane trophy. The fact that we already were handing out belts and the Earth Kingdom belt is already being delivered is so sick. You can see they want to slow down a little bit. They know how important this round is. The extra movement.
The icicle right there has been causing Brandon some problems right there, but UFO seem to be focusing on trying to get those out because it's ultimate's gotten him in over. But yeah, it's going to be a whip and a big punish right here.
A true chakra art as well, and I think we're just going to opt for it to do as much damage as possible. It's not going to be a kill against Brandon, but loads of damage. You need to find one more confirmed. Do we have it? We do. We're going to game 3 between these 2. Big Boss Brandon now has to think about what he can do next against UFO Cult. Got a little bit of momentum back in their side, right back into the match. No waiting here. The rematch is so damn fast. By the way,
You see here heading into the spiral.
double blow. Oh my God, we're just aura forming in front of each other.
Got hit but didn't believe. Even with the ground bounce there, didn't get the combo out of that, but the man throw once again. Critical hit. Gonna be able to finish this off without any problems at all.
Curious if there was an extra follow-up there. Almost certain that we could have got it meterless, but better safe than sorry. You can always build more chakra. Happy to get the round. That's the most valuable resource anyways.
There we go, setting out the ice cold.
What's up, Darren? What's up, bro? Look at bro. Good, good. Just watching Demon plays games here. Yeah.
Negative or plus frames, depending on who you flow it to. Has string forward as a different carry. Using a sword here.
It was a trade, but still gonna be able to get the most damage out of that one for that trade there. And now just gets the jumping in again. The ice cold, I feel like for Brandon was just causing him a little bit of worry right there.
These anti-airs have been so clean from UFO. This time just running in, no flow to be found. Final game, final round. Both sides, a little bit of a chocolate lead for UFO Cult. It's do or die for both these players on the winner's side.
Right, just starting with the throw right away, but doesn't get the conversion off of it. Yeah, a little bit too slow really on that forward end. Probably need to do the M into the forward end and get the other end.
Right. Careful.
Yeah, that Brandon is trying to mess up the distance that UFO Cult is at, but UFO Cult right now with a slight life lead.
The thing is, True Chalk Art is available and immediately gets ripped as a whip punish. Incredible by UFO Cult. The raw damage almost takes you out. Taking a throw isn't lethal yet, but that's awesome connect.
Not quite yet.
I don't think this hits. You can't walk in the air. You can't walk in the air. That's right.
Thought you might have been able to make over it, but range again.
All right. That's cool.
Mid here as well because Sage is just putting on a clinic. Yeah. As the Avatar cycle complete using all the elements. That's one of the main things. So you get that enhancement afterwards. Oh, damn, dude. Grab right there. Are you just dead here? We have 3 chakra to work with. I know the kill stage is going to melt the combo now. Mix up. You do the immediate overhead reset. Oh my god, Sage cancels right there. And you see the start button presses right there. That was brutal. That was a little brutal. I'm not gonna lie. We're getting a little bit of a bug check here. Maybe the inputs got a little bit messed up there. Shogi looked a little bit frustrated on the defensive situations because those lows were hitting every single time. And that was kind of nuts from the kill stage. He was optimizing on those blow cancels.
You see me just rushing in right there. You know, Cobra's kind of a brawler character here. I mean, if you are coming into this game, if you're watching this and you're like, this looks good, I want to play, he's kind of a good character to start with.
Yeah, and I mean, she just gets to run her offense, blow cancels again, take the over, no!
Trying to go for a throw when you got a look like almost like a dodge against the throw right there.
And he just keeps going for the brain destroyers on these overheads.
Oh, and has the air ready to go.
Wow, that point for the kill stage, not slowing down for a moment here, but getting caught in that initial interaction on the low. Happy to punish the negative frames there.
117!
Oh, and the air again, ready to go. Goes for the half-time cycle right there.
Yeah, so good. All these overheads, the low connects again, goes for the flow cancel into the throw. Should be able to close this out in an instant. A rapid 2-0. One of the true best. A mix master. And shout-outs to the kill stage.
You saw what the kill stage was doing too. I mean, it was just such a straightforward low overhead command throw mix-up game.
It's ridiculous.
Right there.
And anti-air 100%. That's right. You gotta call that out because like typically you feel comfortable about your air movement and he just shut it down. Right? That one. He said no dashing.
Yeah, and he obviously, you know, had all the tech chases all ready to go, and so he was going to be able to stay up close against Shogi no matter which way he was going to go. And like I said, it was just simple. It was 2A times 2, or just go for the overhead, or has the command throw right there.
And the thing about it too is like we talk about the kill stage being an incredible small world player, incredible Dragon Fighters player. Tech chasing.
All right, that's cool.
To help him get in, and you know that's important also to know, you know, that the assist that you create, that you call is different based on whether you're in the air or on the ground. Exactly. Different angles.
It's a lot of stuff to consider at all times. And, you know, really changes what you're looking at on the screen. So you have to constantly be there, but it depends on your background. And it looks like we are going to get our first Zuko today. It's going to be the enhanced fireballs. Here's the thing, like dive kick is one of the stronger options we've seen, but I think with more time, the fireball approach like Y is going to be really great because you can have a unique like zoning structure. And it's going to be our first hang here, you know, from rivals to best buds is a plot line we've seen across many mediums.
Of course, yeah.
So this is going to be a good one. Esto Franco.
Definitely gonna go with the main support here. And what support do we got? We got the better air scooters here from Gyatso. Okay, let's go.
Yo, not so believer, let's go! Dragon! Looney Loon and enter the blender! Looney Loon and enter the blender! Set up one!
There. Oh, okay, yeah, has the anti-air. The scooter is being able to change its speed, allowing you to have different distances in your jumps. And he was able to get the scooter makes a lot scarier to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, it's so very difficult, but we're not even seeing the extra projectiles. They have the overhead connections, you know? Okay, what are we have enhanced fireball routes here, though? That's my question. Wow, the blow back chase!
The chase
On the roll.
again, but you get the immediate flow right there from
Okay.
but then the air-to-air right there to cover that space.
Yeah, really great space control here so far from Echoes against Enigma. And even though you have Gyatso to like get the better speed on your scooter and everything, like we haven't really been able to see it too much just yet until this moment. Damn, Oki off of it.
Because yeah, I mean obviously if you don't have a chance to activate the scooters, you don't get to hit right there. Down airflow into the down
fuck this whack ass thing, so got some. Dude, Aang is ridiculous.
Yeah. Again, all of these characters, you know, we talked about Aang, but Zuko, the same thing. Once you start, I feel like once players start to really get a good control of the way for Zuko's movement and such, all of these characters I feel like have such high potential right now.
Oh, we read that.
Absolutely. There's not a good trade. Get slammed down by the staff.
Okay.
Ooh, the empty squeeze.
These mix-ups have been ridiculous. The fact we've seen everything. We've seen the overhead, we've seen the low, we've seen the throw. Enigma is just piling it on.
Oh, the range right there. Nice. He's gonna get the full confirm off of this. To set him down with the flame carpet right there.
The thing is, we're back to even, so because it's 11-1 rounds, we don't have 7 chakra available on the final side.
You saw him try to go for the counter in the back page, but unfortunately, Enigma went with the low. So he was able to beat the counter there. Oh, it clipped! He's able to confirm off of that.
Yeah, this is going to be massive damage. Another mix-up could mean, look at this extension, 291 damage available. Just backs off. Yeah, happy to be here for the space, and just going to take the pulse frames after the overhead. But not look at the next one! Lights out! Airbender Nation.
I mean, that's how it usually goes, right? I mean, sorry, Zuko, but you know, Aang usually gets the better of you.
Yeah, he has a history of winning this head-to-head. That's all I'll say.
Oh, man.
That was so unfortunate.
Extension right there.
That conversion would have been huge.
Wait, the second grab lands the overhead once again.
Game 3.
Oh yeah, we're going with the air scooter once again.
That scooter, you can see right there again.
Again, dude, every time on the overhead and the low afterwards, set point, Enigma's mix-ups have just been ridiculous. And I think the biggest thing here is we haven't seen Echoes really show up the fireball the entirety of the set. And Enigma just ripped through them, and like every mix-up was connecting.
And so, just like I was about to say, you know, I talked about earlier, making sure that you are taking advantage of your support, not taking advantage of your partner. Like, you're missing out a crucial part because the support are very strong.
You need to capitalize on whatever support you're using. We didn't really get to see the fireball.
Right, and you know, for Enigma, we definitely saw the air scooters coming into play.
Every time, dude, air scooter on the Oki for overhead, air scooter enhancement to go for empty low, like, that was sick. Like, watching that type of hack to enable those situations was, that's how you gotta play the camera. So, really great stuff, man. What a tournament so far. We've seen a ton of characters. I think we've got a couple more on the console to show off, but we're still so really good at rank.
Yeah, and honestly, like, if you guys are watching this is kind of like one of your first experiences with the game.
We await your return, warrior.
And at that point, Demonkickz was out of the tournament for Street Fighter 6. He tried his best, but that's okay. Every loss teaches you how to improve. With Street Fighter 6 in the rearview mirror, we look ahead to our next game. In the second match of this tournament in particular, Demonkickz faces off against the legendary Wazzler himself, Justin Wong. Kick back and relax as we go to the mark of the millennium with this next game.
This is the tournament for the new millennium. You'll experience the most exciting battle in history. Let's get ready to battle. Feel the intensity when power and technique collide. Crush the competition. A battle beyond your imagination. Let the martial arts madness begin. 2001 is the year we make contact. Welcome to the revolution. Capcom versus SNK2. Millionaire Fighting 2001.
That's great.
We both thought roundhouse at the same time.
I hate this vibration so much. I know how to do DP
All right, that's cool.
It's what everybody was waiting to see. Is he doing it again? He's doing it again. Yes, he is.
Don't give up. Challenge again.
Just say my game paid for this. Am I an honorary staff member?
That's all you're on. I'll try. I gotta promise you. But you play A group though.
I like having your block.
Pardon my French. You play balls. I remember, man. I remember like this. So yeah, so like play A group. I mean, you have like footsies. You got the footsies. I think I got like everybody's held by when you activate it. Right?
It's a very different game.
But that's like the closest. I'm just telling you that that's the closest. Right? You still have to engage and have footsies and stuff.
Yeah. Well, if I'm gonna play A group, I try to change like soccer,
What I personally say, I mean, this isn't guilty here, so what I'm personally saying is like, Sam Cooke used to say, learn the game, learn the game, I think it's okay. Now, after you have learned the game, you can freestyle, whatever you want.
Right.
After you learn the game, whatever you want.
I'm only playing one time.
Yeah,
But A group, is he alright, Nate?
Black is the best character in the game.
Oh, okay.
He's the best character in the game.
Oh, okay. So,
But no, it's not like, mandatory. I see the suggestion. But also you can be capable. It's really easy. It's a younger man. And it teaches you like more fast paced moves, right? Like running, low jumping, like you see yourself,
yeah, so
right? Exactly.
I play this game.
The mask, which is totally bad, because every single Latino we're going with KOF. They give us a free copy of KOF, but I'm not against it. Yeah, it's very fun. 98 is crazy. 98, I consider 98 to be like the closest to CS.
Yeah.
He has his own shit style as well.
Right now, I am my phone on. I got half hour on
Patrick! Where are they? Here? Why? Oh, it takes hard? That's why. It's a newish game, right?
Yeah, newer. Yeah.
It's not a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Play?
I played that at 4.
Have you played?
At 4 o'clock.
Wow.
All right, that's cool.
I should not have been able to click my like that. Yeah. Like, okay, there's the window. I pressed the button. No, it doesn't work. But it was supposed to work. Yeah, that's what this stupid like that.
Did you win?
yes.
Wow, I almost forgot how close that game was. Demon almost had it, but Wake Up Super saves the day. It was an all-in play that worked out, but not for the hero of our story. With that, Capcom vs SNK 2 was in the books. Now on to the final game Demonkickz played in. The game officially came out almost 2 weeks ago as of this recording, and this was the first major tournament of the game's life cycle. So everyone more or less came out on an equal footing. This gave Demonkickz the opportunity to pounce on its unprepared victims. We will always ask, when's Marvel? That time, ladies and gentlemen, is now. say somebody's a paid actor? What?
That's someone's good.
Oh, I was like, it's actually someone.
Frankie not over here? Awesome. Frankie should be around here somewhere. I don't know. This way, there's so many people stuck here.
All right, that's cool. Don't give up. Challenge again.
I always respect the people that are still like rocking numbers in their name, even though like there's no reason to do it.
So in a game like, definitely in a game like Marvel 3 or 2, it's like, hey, you kind of have to learn, like, either in Marvel 2 you have such a good assist that you're just like, alright, I don't, like, Commando sucks, but the assist is good at that, and so you're the two characters, or in the Marvel 3 it's like, hey, you really have to have all three different thoughts. In this game, it's like, alright, how good is my again? Alright, let's from the battle. And you can do that too, if you're like, oh, hey, I want to focus on, like, X character. I think you can get away with that for a while, and I think depending on the strength of the character, you'll be fine. The only thing I would say is like, I think swapping like kind of the active switch stuff might be important, or like it'll be your best way to kind of start people up. So I do think that will be one of the It's more like a 6 or at least in my personal experience, like some of the other system mechanics you can't like macro, but you can also do like I think it's light plus assist for the drive rush of the game or the drive impact. I definitely felt more comfortable with the layout for this game than I did Net Impact. Net Impact was like, and 2XKO. 2XKO I got used to a lot faster than Net Impact. Net Impact was like, hey, it's a hard 7 fighter. I'm like, this is very weird. And it's like, oh, hey, is it like 7 featuring like a mechanic button? It's like, no, it's like your 7 kind of determines if you have a launcher or like your stance. So it's like annoying things like that. And everyone that actually Net Impact, like, hey, with your layout, everyone has completely different, flows. Whereas like 2X, my biggest issue with 2X, what I was no motion input, it was like special motion input too, but I did get used to it, and it like it took me about like 4 hours to get used to it, but it does flow once you get clicking.
Oh, yeah, that game was
Maybe he's just like, maybe he's ready to go, like he's being filled on.
I'm just surprised to see him up there. I know you played this game, but I didn't know it's like
That's cool.
Not a lot of people are playing Goblin. But Storm and Magneto, yes.
Big shot. Yeah. The problem is their friend Psylocke
And their pet robot Sentinel.
Cable and Psylocke are both not in the game.
Well, his head is in the game.
Oh, Sentinel's head?
Sentinel, yeah. The level 3?
Yes, Magneto's level 3.
The background. You can find him in the X-Men just playing basketball. Kimberly,
Give it up for Fake Bruno!
that one is. Yes. If you close, the new orange is the I think I said I can just pop the wind out for directions.
All right, that's cool.
Gravity squeeze. Oh, it's her X-Men skin. Yeah, all the X-Men have like some variation of their X-Men skin. So I think except for Magic, I don't think she has an X-Men skin.
I mean, still looks like blue. This one has a...
Oh, okay. Oh, they're finally done with the Rumble? Yeah. That took so long.
Yeah, they go through like
40 people. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
look, it's out. Still playing now.
cool.
Yeah, it's a recycle card. You can't pick up too much of it. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, yeah.
That's cool.
Hello again. I just wanted to pop in here for a moment to say a few things about the tournament at this point in the bracket. So that victory by Demonkickz officially sent him to day 2. His adrenaline was up after that match. It also helped that I showed him messages his girl sent him during the day. My boy was locked in. So now the next day came, and wouldn't you believe it, his opponent never showed. Demon got a free win, so we are counting that.
Alright, that's cool.
He's over there. The guy with the glasses over there. That did so much damage.
Aircraft.
Oh no. And that concludes the video. Not how we wanted to end it, but it is fine. Demon was in good spirits and we were happy for him. Demonkickz is even engraved on Event Hubs. For those who don't know, Event Hubs is a popular fighting game news site, and our boy made it on the site. We take those.
Alright, that's cool.
Thank you everyone for stopping by and enjoying the video. Star, I hope you enjoyed this video and it gives you what you wanted. Hopefully the man himself enjoyed this as well. This was fun guys, but I must bid you all adieu. This is Dilo305 signing out.